It's your girl Kiara Washington Speaks, and welcome back to my channel. To all of my returning subscribers, y'all know I love y'all. Y'all be in the trenches with me, y'all be hanging out with me, y'all be boosting your girl. So just know that it is so greatly appreciated. To all of my new subscribers, thank you for joining the family. My hope and my prayer is that something here educates, motivates, and inspires you. If it's your first time tuning in, we talk about sales on this page. We talk about lifestyle. We primarily talk about how to get you a job in the sales arena, how to help you get promoted in the sales arena, okay? Prospecting 101. This video gonna be quick because we might break this down in a couple parts, but the first part we're gonna talk about is this. I have a lot of people, let me just say this, enough people, because I ain't gonna act like I'm all famous and stuff. I have enough people come to this page. They find me on different social media platforms. They share that the content here has been helpful to them. And a lot of times they end up in an entry-level sales role in a retail space, right? Of course, this is some type of telecommunications role. I want to talk to those who are looking to get out of the store, okay? Let me talk to the people who are looking to get out of the store. People who are looking to do what it is that I have done, which is a business account manager. They may call it a small, medium business specialist. They may call it a business account executive. There are a lot of fluffy titles for this, right? The bottom line is this. You will still be in a sales capacity. However, your role will either become a fully remote role, or you will have what they call a hybrid role, where you will do half of your day from home, half of your day at the store, and you will only deal with business accounts. Let me just say this. If you're looking to get into a role like this and you say to yourself, hey, I've been in the retail in-store space and I've had enough, I'm tired of it, I want to get out of it, I want to do something else that's going to challenge me. I want to do something else where I can kind of have a little bit more leniency in my day-to-day scheduling. Let me share this with you. Do not apply, and I'm saying it again, do not apply for this job if you're not willing to do one major thing. That thing is prospect. For the people all the way in the back, if you're not willing to do this, prospecting one-on-one, you're not willing to do that, don't apply for the job. Now, what is prospecting? Prospecting is literally making sales calls to potential clients that will buy something from your business. Your goal with prospecting, your primary goal with prospecting is to gain a meeting, okay? That's your primary goal. So what is prospecting? You're making sales calls to try to get people to spend their money with you. That's really what it is. This is one thing I learned, okay? I'm gonna tell y'all this. Prospecting was not my strong suit when I first started in sales. Let me say it again. Prospecting was not Kiara's strong suit when she first started in sales. And the reason why I will say this is because it's not a matter of being afraid. It's not a matter really of fear. What it was for me was I was just used to talking to people face to face. I have primarily always had customer facing jobs. No matter what type of work I've done, I've primarily always had customer facing jobs. So it's not that being a business account manager or a business exec or a small medium business specialist does not require face-to-face sales, because it does. Some people will want you to come by the office. Some people want to go out to lunch or dinner. Some people will come into the retail stores or whatever. So it is face-to-face, but there is a big portion of your job that is through emailing, through texting, and through talking on the phone. And I'm gonna say this right now, if you have a fear of talking to people on the phone, you're gonna either wanna work through that, or you don't wanna apply for this type of job, because that's what you gotta do, that back there. And here's the thing too, I'll share this with you, because I'm gonna make this one brief. Let me just say this. Prospecting is the bread and butter of any sales job that is outside of a store. That's your bread and butter. If you are not willing to call, pick up the phone and just call people. Let's not even talk about all the texting and emailing and all that stuff. If you're not willing to pick up the phone and call people and willing to subject yourself to possible rejection, this is not going to be the job for you. And this is what I learned about a lot of people. A lot of people are very it's what they call paralysis of the analysis. They have a fear of people being disrespectful, mean, or short with them. And this is what I will tell you. This is what I learned when I stepped into this role a few years back. What I learned was really one major thing. Most people are decent over the phone. Most, I didn't say all. Most, when they answer, most are decent. This is what you're gonna learn behind that. Say you make 25 calls in an hour, because that's not bad, because you have to log stuff, you gotta save it and make your notes. Say you make 25 calls in 1 hour. I can tell you from personal experience, because I've been doing this job for years now, I can tell you right now, you'll be lucky if 5 of them answer the phone. Let me say that again. If you make 25 calls during a 1 hour session of prospecting, you will be very surprised if 5 potential people answer the phone. And this is what I mean by this. This is why the call volume has to be high. I remember when I first started in the business account role with Verizon, they wanted us to make 50 calls in 2 hours. That's what they said. Your prospecting needs to be from 8 to 10 in the morning, and you need to make 50 calls a day, minimum. Because what they understood about the 50 calls was that you may, out of the 50, you may get 2 potentials. Now, sometimes you may have people that are ready to rock and roll when you call them. They may have been willing, getting ready to go by the store, trying to reach their old rep. They haven't been able to get in contact with them, was ready to call you. These things happen, but potentially and primarily, that's the word, primarily, you will have to reach out. And so if there is a fear of picking up the phone and calling people, do not apply for this role. Okay? Because they're going to be checking this activity. I'm telling you from personal experience. And you can only fluff this but so much. Let me say this before I get off here, because I'm going to make a part 2 about this. But you can only fluff this prospecting thing but so much. Here's why. The people who fluff their Salesforce or fluff what they call their customer-related tools and stuff like that, like people who fluff their notes and stuff, this is what you'll learn about a lot of people who fluff notes. They're not making the calls. And if they don't do well on the retail side, like if they're not able to go into face-to-face and they don't do very well face-to-face either, or they don't spend a lot of time in their stores, it's going to show in their numbers. Let me say that again. If you don't want to pick up the phone and you're doing horrible on the prospecting side, not to mention you're not making the touches in person, it's going to show in your numbers. So with prospecting, it's all about consistent practices, period. Here's the thing too. Let me say this before I get off. I said I was gonna get off here, but let me say this. You can have 1,001 scripts on prospecting, right? Because I have a book sitting right in front of me called Fanatical Prospecting. It's one of the best books I've ever read. And I'll tell you this. One thing that this gentleman says, his name is Jeb Blunt. Jeb Blunt. One thing he says in this book over and over again is toss the scripts to the side and just pick up the phone and call people. That's what you have to get focused on. That's what you have to do. If your focus is, I need to have this perfected script, I need to make sure I say this just like this, 9 times out of 10, your calls rarely go the way that you planned that they'll go. Because here's the thing, you don't know who you're going to get. You don't know who's going to pick up the phone. You have no idea. So the goal, major goal with prospecting is to just do what we call smile and dial. It's just to call. It's just to reach out. It's just to hit those touches. It's what you call law of averages, okay? The more calls, the more touches, the more potential meetings, okay? All right, y'all, like this video. If you want me to make a part 2, I'm gonna make a part 2 anyway, because I got more to say, okay? I just want this video to be digestible, okay? Because I know people don't like long videos. I don't really like making long videos either. But anyway, I hope this video helps. If you have any questions or any comments, please put it in the comment section. Let's get the conversation going, and I'll make a part 2 for you all soon, okay? All right, y'all, go ahead, like this video, share it with people. We never know who may be educated, motivated, or inspired, okay? I'm your girl, Kiara Washington. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.